In preparation for my last video, I did some thinking and some research, and I used that thinking and that research to help inform that last video. But I got to thinking that actually the thought process that I went through and that research that I did might make for quite an interesting Thursday's Thought video. So here we are. It's been quite some time since I did a Thursday's Thought video, so as an introduction for those people that have just joined the channel, or a reminder, from January to September of last year, not only did I put out a normal weekly video, but every Thursday I put together a fairly short video clip, nothing skills related, nothing that was about teaching or conveying anything. It was just about me reflecting and thinking out loud about bushcrafty type outdoor sorts of subjects and capturing that on camera, sharing it with you and asking for your thoughts on the same subject back as well. It's quite a successful series. Unfortunately, in September of last year, the wheels fell off my life a little bit and I never quite got back into the saddle of those Thursday's Thoughts videos. But here we are, here is another one today. Hopefully that served as a little bit of a reminder or an introduction as to what they're all about. In relation to this week's Thursday's Thoughts video, I have been thinking recently about the medical kit, the first aid kit, the individual first aid kit that I carry, what it contains, and so on and so forth. I'm going to link to a video in which I talk about that in more detail at the end of this video, so keep watching if you want to see that. The thinking that I was doing and the research that I did really centred around, in my opinion, one of the most effective ways to determine what is in your medical kit is what do you normally run foul of when you're outdoors? What sorts of injuries or ailments do you normally suffer from, or do you normally see the people that are around you suffer from, and use that as the basis to form the first aid kit? It's fairly logical thought process, right? But I thought I want to get other people's thoughts and ideas. So I did a community poll on my YouTube channel, and I asked people that very question as to what it was that they suffered from, or what injury or ailment they personally suffered from the most when they were outdoors doing the bushcrafty, outdoorsy type of thing. I'm putting the poll up on the screen now, and as you can see, at the point of this video going out, the 59 votes that I received, 90% of those people said that simple cuts, nicks and grazes formed the most common type of injury that they see when they were outdoors. You can also see that the remainder of those votes are split between serious cuts and incisions, simple burns and something else, and I asked people to let me know in the comments. I think sunburn and insect bites were amongst the others category. It was interesting to see, and I guess reassuring to see, that everybody else that voted seems to be as clumsy as I am in terms of getting small nicks, cuts and grazes, and no doubt, at least I hope, their first aid kit, their medical kit contains, or the majority of it contains, something to deal with those simple cuts, nicks and grazes like mine does. So that was the research and thinking that I did, but as always in these Thursday's Thought videos, I'm interested in your thoughts as well. So I'm going to ask you to do a few things here, really quick things. One, below this video in the description on YouTube, I'm going to put a link to my community page. If you wouldn't mind going over there, finding that poll, it's only 2 or 3 down, and just voting on it if you haven't already. It'd be interesting to get a wider, a larger set of data points into people's accidents that they have when they're outdoors. Also, let me know below in the comments here on YouTube, what's the most common bushcrafty, outdoorsy type injury that you personally sustain? Not that you see others around you sustaining, but in terms of you, in terms of your clumsiness or proneness to injuries, what's the most common thing that you personally encounter? Is it simple nicks, cuts and grazes? Is it more serious cuts, nicks and grazes? I certainly hope it isn't. Is it something else? Let me know. Don't have to use the same wording that I used on my poll. Just let me know in the comments below what the most common bushcrafty / outdoorsy injury that you personally sustain as well. And if you want to, does your med kit that you carry with you, does it reflect that type of injury that you. Are you capable of using your first aid kit to self-treat yourself for the injuries that you most commonly sustain? Let me know in the comments below. I did promise you that I would link to the individual first aid kit that I've just referred to. That is appearing up on screen now, up in the top corner of the screen, and also appearing on the screen as well is a link to one of my more popular playlist of videos, which is all around navigation. If you've not checked that playlist or that video out, you know what to do. See you in my next video. Cheers.